Thank you. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Imovich, and this is the Weekly Stupid, a show that brings you the very best of the stupid here on DDO right to you. We have a great episode for you, nice and short, no meaningless bullshit. Before we start, just one thing this time. Last episode, I showed you a link to the opinion section asking you, should the Weekly Stupid be banned? And we got a ton of responses, many of them in favor of the show, and only a few of them called for my execution. I expected that to be higher. Last we checked, the Weekly Stupid currently had an approved rating of 77% to 23%. You can see that from the screen grab I'm looking at right now. 77% approval. We wanted to compare the show to the approval ratings of other things that DDO likes, and the only thing that we found that also had 77% approval involved legalizing marijuana. So in other words, we have concluded that those who are fans of the show most likely also like to smoke pot. And to be honest, that explains just about everything. Just wanted to put that little tidbit of information out there. So let's stop around to the top 10. Coming in at number 10, if you are going to drug test welfare recipients, then you have to drug test every college student who received Pell Grants and financial aid, because all that money don't just go to books. Now, said by Justice 787, he was arguing against drug testing people applying for welfare, and apparently he didn't figure out that welfare recipients receive money for different reasons than college students do. That's number 10. Number 9, global warming is going to make the middle 60% of the planet, where it just so happens to have most of its land located, uninhabitable. That was said by Malcolm XY, and that's coming in at number 9 because there's simply no evidence at all to support such a wild claim. That's number 9. Number 8, abortion is not a naturally induced way to dispose of an unwanted pregnancy. This means it is obviously detrimental to health of any woman who decides to get an abortion. That was said by the Patriot of Ohio, and this one is number 8 because, 1, C-sections are also not natural. That doesn't mean they're obviously detrimental. But more importantly, number 2, people have abortions sometimes to save their lives, not... Anyway, moving on. Number 7, to rid the world of God, you will ultimately set up a powerful leader or nation who does not care about people, because in atheism, only the strong should survive and you should only care for yours. That was said by Pennington, and it's pretty obvious that he has no idea what atheism advocates. Coming in at number 6, in the case of rape, the mother should not be selfish and not have the baby just because she will have bad memories. That was said by Big Sky, who was advocating a pro-life stance, and, well, okay, here's a tip. The reason why people are okay with having abortions in cases of rape is not because the mom will have bad memories. It's because she shouldn't be subjected to 9 months of intense labor and all kinds of hell that she didn't bring onto herself and that someone forced her to go through. That is number 6. Number 5, if God didn't want you to get pregnant from rape, you wouldn't have. God won't let that happen. That was said by Lannon, and that pretty much speaks for itself. Coming in at number 4, creation has never had a disproving point, whilst evolution has many. That was said by Levi, and this reinforces my theory that you should never trust anyone who tries to use whilst in a sentence. That is number 4. Coming number 3, we have a bit of a dark turn here. To conclude, if a gay president came into office, America will hit one of the greatest depressions known to the world. That was said by JCCell08 in an opinion section about why she would not vote for a gay president. Which, ridiculous, I know. Number 2 is actually something from that same opinion. Whenever you take God, the Bible, or just moral out of something, things will get worse. So if we have a gay president, we'll drop even more. That was said by EES 1996, and the few parts of that you could comprehend were, yeah, that speaks for itself too. That is number 2. Coming in at number 1 is hysterical, though. When homosexuals get married, they bring children into this world. The problem with that is that they use surrogates, usually women from third world countries, who sell their bodies like prostitutes because they have nothing to eat. That was said by Debate a Doom, and I don't know what. Yeah, I'm Pootie Tang. Let's end on that. To the best of the best. As you can see from the results on your screen, JLo's comments about science can't explain why I should care about science, therefore it's irrational, and belief in God makes much more rational sense. That was voted last week's Best of the Best, which means that this week, Debate a Doom will be going up against JLo in the first Best of the Best matchup to feature someone with a vagina since Rational Madman first came on the show. Let's check out their stats real quick. Alright, this is Debate a Doom's first ever appearance on the show, so she only has 1 top 10, 1 top 5, and 1 appearance. She will be going up against relative newcomer JLo, who also only has 1 top 10 and 1 top 5, but he does have a Best of the Best championship, and this marks his 2nd appearance on the show. And yeah, that will do it for us. This week's weekly win goes to Resolve. The cosmological argument fails to prove God. It's being held. It's between Ryu Kyuzo and Phantom. And that is it for us. Your weekend starts right now.